In this video, I've thrown any sensible plans out the window and tumbled into full speculation mode. I'm going to check out every single unsolved Warhammer Community Rumour Engine in the search for Warcry-related goodness. And to keep things interesting, I'll be loitering on each image for a maximum of 10 seconds. Advanced warning, you're going to want to take everything contained here with a hefty pinch of salt. Hello there! So in the run-up to the release of Warcry Heart of Ghur, I'd created a master plan of what I wanted to cover on this channel. But I completely forgot that a load of creators would receive advanced copies and be able to cover just about everything of interest in the run-up to the release. Over the weekend, a shed load of glorious Ghur-fueled content dropped on the internet and YouTube. So I decided to throw my planned Warcry news content out the window. No offense intended, GW and the aforementioned creators. You guys are fab. So what now? I'm not smart enough to go all maths hammer on the cool content that would be given for free on PDFs relating to Warcry, so I decided to do the only thing I could do in this situation. Go full speculation. Warhammer Community release weekly Rumour Engine articles, sneakily cropped black and white images of upcoming models for any of their ranges. Sometimes these are solved the very week they appear, but some unsolved rumour engines date back to March and April 2020, and there are currently a shed load of unsolved images that I'm gonna dig my way through. I've already had 3 for this edition of Warcry alone. We know we're getting 3 more Warcry boxes, with new terrain and at least 6 new warbands. With warbands averaging in at 10 models, that's around 60 new fighters. Odds are, there's something here for Warcry. So this is your official salt warning. This is pure, unadulterated speculation. Take this video with a hefty pinch of salt. A little more. Yep. I reckon that'll do it. So I'm only going to rattle on for 10 seconds per image, as I like to keep my channel pacey. Before I start, I am going to disqualify some rumours. So I've excluded all these images because they are clearly futuristic in nature. They are 40k or Necromunda Rumor Engines. The one in the bottom right is slightly different. We've seen a silhouette of this previewed as a Warhammer TV model. It's looking to be a fantasy sorcerer, so it probably will appear in Warcry, but it's not Warcry specific, so I've excluded it. Additionally, the internet's gone wild for these. They are blatantly Katashan. We're probably going to get a Katashan unit very much in the Deathcore of Kree style. This appeared in Sergeant Stone character from Inquisitor. Unlikely to be Sergeant Stone reimagined because in the current timeline he's almost definitely dead. So it's officially Warcry Rumor Engine time. 10 seconds a pop. Wow, that's an old one. Possibly somebody's back, or a Beast of Chaos, or a Banner. Right, maybe a Nurgle musician, or maybe Skinks have gone completely savage and just running around playing bone instruments. Yep, very much a Flesh Eater Court. That looks like a ghoul hanging, or something from the Death faction. They love skulls and holding them and standing on masonry. Yep, that looks like another ghoul right there, holding a weapon, definitely Death. Possibly a Strigoi vampire, the ones that inspired the Flesh Eater Courts. Flesh Eater Courts probably coming. Yeah, well, my money here is on Stormcast. Stormcast Beast Hunters. It fits in the realm of Ghur. Could be happening. Are those blowpipes? I don't know. Maybe bagpipes. Ah. A bird whistle. Maybe dwarves. Maybe this looks like the old Empire. Cities of Sigmar. Maybe. Oh, that's an odd one. Kind of lizard men. Kind of possibly could be chaos dwarves. Let's go with Chaos Dwarves, it's a bit more fun. So this one could have been 40k, but I think that might be a Caradron booty stood on some rocks there, so let's hope it's them and not 40k. Yeah, so this one, corn, looks a bit like a corn symbol at the bottom, looks like muscles there, but also a tooth necklace, so maybe destruction. Adorable ghoul babies. These could be Flesh Eater Courts, but also online people said Shagoffs had these little gremlins in their hair, could be those. Another adorable ghoul baby, so Flesh Eater Courts or Shagoffs. I enjoy saying Shagoffs. Right, getting real Dark Elf, Slaaneshi vibes. I mean, the Slaaneshi warriors stood on some masonry and things like that. I think even Sigvald was on one, so maybe them. Well, that's a destruction weapon if ever I saw it. I'm going to go with... let's go with Gloomspite. It looks a bit like a Boingrot. It's a bloody Seraphon weapon. Lizardmen, hopefully we're going to see them, hopefully, maybe with that bone flute. Maybe we're going to get a mix of sort of savage Seraphon in the realm of beast. Well, that looks a lot like some of the vampire weapons we've seen, but the glove looks maybe even a bit dark eldery, so maybe the elves, maybe Slaanesh. I hope that helps. I included this one in there, could possibly be Seraphon again, but my gut feeling is maybe Katashan, but I included it here because it wasn't obviously 40k. What do you think? So that one's clearly really ghoulish again, but a bigger hand this time around. Are we getting Strigoi, Flesh Eater Courts, or is this going to be the much touted Malarians, Dark Elves? Khorne, Bloodbound, or whatever they call the ones that came in the box set before, they had manacles all over them, or if not, maybe the Cruel Boys, because they like trapping people. I think this one's Tzeentch. I think the symbol at the top looks Tzeentchy, but, you know, it could be Seraphon, the Space Lizards, or it could be Elves, or maybe even Eldar, the sneaky buggers. And breathe. So, what do you think I've missed? Leave a comment below, and if we're remotely close in the far future, let's celebrate with a beer. Cheers. Okay.